So you say you want to change your life. I get it. I've been there before. But in order to change your life, you got to change your mind. That jump starts the entire process. So I got 3 books that helped me begin the process of changing my mind and start to change the direction my life was going into. So let's jump into it right now. Let's get it. You know what time it is, baby. It's Morning Motivation with Will. We just want to inspire each and every one of you to be great. So we got a great episode today. And as you see, I got my library behind me. This isn't everything, but you must understand that leaders are readers. And in order to change your life, you have to change your mind. You got to make sure you're careful what you're feeding in your mind. And today I just want to give you 3 of the books I recommend because they changed my life. You know, when I was in a particular area of my life where I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, what was I supposed to be doing with my life, where was my roadmap leading me? These 3 books that I'm about to share with you are one of the first 3 books I started to read, and they impacted where I was going in life. They helped me put the map together. They helped me put the pieces together. So I'm going to go ahead and go over and recommend them to you. I'll also leave some links where you can purchase these books if you're interested. But like I said, you got to control what's going in here. And once you level up this right here, everything else in your life. First book I want to recommend is The Spirit of Leadership by Miles Monroe. I don't know if you can see that. But this book right here changed my philosophy on what I could be, who I was. See, basically the concept of the book is every individual in the world is born with the capacity to be a leader. It comes inside of us. We all have it. The key to life is figuring out how to become that leader. See, we all have the capacity to be a leader in some area of life, but we must become a leader. We don't just step into that role. There's certain things you have to do, certain things you must know about yourself in order to see yourself as a leader. So, I don't want to give it all away, but this book right here is awesome. It just changed my whole philosophy about leadership and what I could be and what was possible for myself. So I would definitely recommend this book right here, The Spirit of Leadership by Miles Monroe. Like I said, I'll be putting a link down in the actual description of the post. So if you're interested, you can actually purchase this book. And like I said, this book right here gets you started into your leadership, because in order to change your life, you got to be a leader, because the first person you must lead is yourself. You have to lead yourself to success. You got to lead yourself to your destiny. You got to lead yourself to your purpose. But there's a way to do that, and this book helps you understand that right here. The Spirit of Leadership by Miles Monroe. The book I want to recommend is a book called The Blessed Life by Robert Morris. And in this book, he just pretty much breaks down the fulfillment you get from being generous to other people, from giving to other people, pouring into other people. His life became so blessed because his mindset was to be a blessing to other people. He genuinely wanted to help other people each and every day of his life. And, I heard Zig Ziglar say, if you help other people get what they need, you'll always end up with what you want or what you need. And this book is just not saying you want to give for the wrong purposes. You don't want to give just to get. But because he was genuine, he was passionate, he was sincere with his giving and being a blessing to other people. He was giving with the right heart, the right intentions, no alternative motives. He kept it pure and he gave with a good heart. And his life was blessed because he blessed so many people. And it changed my mindset on always being about me, always being about what I want, what I need. And I started to look at life as, how can I bring value to other people's life? How can I be a blessing to other people? And the fulfillment that I got out of that just blew me away. And you'll be surprised how much fulfillment you get from being a blessing to other people, especially people that can never pay you back for what you blessed with, or can never repay you for the time you invested in them. It don't even have to be monetary. It could be anything, just a kind word, anything of that nature. But this book right here, this is a good one. This breaks it down. The Blessed Life by Robert Morris. I recommend everybody read this book at least one time. I've read it 5 times. It impacted me that much. But I'll leave the link in the description as well for this one. So if you're interested in it, you can actually take advantage of it. All right, so it's time for the third and final book. So before I give you this third book, if you're finding value from the content today so far in the show, I would love for you to subscribe, and not only subscribe, but hit that notification button so you can be alerted whenever I upload new videos. I'll be uploading videos weekly. So go ahead and subscribe if you're getting content value, so you can go ahead and be in the loop on everything we're sharing. So now to the third and final book that I want to recommend to each and every one of you that changed my life is a book called Good to Great by Jim Collins. All right. Now, this book is pretty much breaking down what it takes to go from being a good business to a great business. Basically, he went and interviewed lots of different businesses, and he looked at the different infrastructures, the different settings, the different leadership levels. A lot of different factors went into this book, but he basically breaks down why some companies didn't make it and while some companies went to the next level and became great. And the reason I like this book is because some of the concepts you can apply in your life. You know, a lot of times we lead a okay life. You know, we get complacent, we get comfortable because we're doing okay. And you can live your whole life being comfortable, being okay, instead of going after this thing and really tapping into everything life has for you and becoming great. Now, it's not gonna happen overnight. This book kind of goes into it. There were some things that had to take place for those companies to separate themselves from the other companies. You know, there was a lot of principles and, things of that nature that went into it. I'm trying to be conscious on what I say because I don't want to steal the jewels from the book, but check it out. I mean, it's a lot of things in there, like leadership levels, your discipline levels, a lot of different factors that went into turning the businesses that were good into great businesses. And we can do the same thing with our own life if we're willing to buckle down, implement some of the key habits, implement change in our life, and just stay on the process until it happens. But Good to Great by Jim Collins, awesome book. I recommend you get it. I would go ahead and I'll put the link in the description for this one as well. Good to Great, Jim Collins, must read. I think everybody should read it. Check it out. There you have it. The top 3 books that I recommend that I actually started out with when I was trying to put my journey together, trying to get my life together and figure out what I was supposed to be doing with my life. Spirit of Leadership by Miles Monroe, awesome read. The Blessed Life, right here, by Robert Morris. And then lastly, Jim Collins, Good to Great. Now look, it does you no good to just read this information and not implement all of this good information into your life. See, I read these books, but I just didn't read them. I took the information and I implemented them to my life to start change, to initiate change in my life. See, reading is just the first part. Implementing the knowledge, turning that knowledge into wisdom is the secret sauce. But this is a start for all of you ladies and gentlemen. These 3 books I would say get started with. They're not really that big. You can probably read all 3 of these in about a month or so if you really commit to it. But I would say these are a good foundation to start your library off. And like always, create the life you want. You only get one shot at this thing called life. I just want to thank each and every one of you for investing your time with me today. We've been doing a lot of things, but I appreciate your support for watching the video. And in the comments, if you got a topic you want me to make a video on, be more than happy to just drop it in the comments. I look at them, I engage with you. But yeah, if there's a certain topic or anything you want me to do a video on, just let me know, put it in the comments. But until the next time, create the life y'all want, go be great. Peace.